Folks, Chris Waters here, hosting on the live stage show at GameSpot 2014's coverage of E3. I'm super excited to be closing out the show here, and we're closing it out in a really colorful way with The Last Tinker is something. These guys are going to tell me what it is. It's Dominic and Mo from Me Productions. Guys, welcome to the stage.
Hey, thank you.
So first things first, The Last Tinker.
City of Colors.
City of Colors.
Yeah.
I even asked you that before the show. I couldn't get it. Couldn't get it.
It's a hard title.
Okay, so The Last Tinker, City of Colors. One look at this game, and you understand where the City of Colors parts come from. This is a very vibrant, very saturated kind of environment. What are you guys going for with this art? Is that what you guys, where did the art inspiration come from for this?
There are two things. Like, we looked at some artists that we really like Hundertwasser, he's like an Austrian artist, and Niki Di Sonfal, which is from Italy, I think. There are some very nice artists. They have those colorful things, vibrant, very smooth forms and stuff. And we really wanted to have something that is not grayish or not a black and white thing. We wanted to bring back colors and have something very nice to look at, where you just feel good when you watch it and you're enjoying it.
So far, it's working. I feel good. I liked especially those cacti before, and these doors here kind of have that corrugated cardboard look to them. So, in terms of that sort of design, it gives us this crafted feel.
Yeah, that exactly is one very big thing in the game, because all the people are artists and curators, so they will build the world themselves. They all did it by their own hands. That's why it's handcrafted, of course.
Nice. Someone handcrafted these rails, apparently, for sliding along.
Yeah.
And this was a little slow-mo action. Were you trying to grab a cup of coffee there?
No, this is the green color spirit. He's the embodiment of the green color, which is also tied to the emotion fear. So he's a super afraid guy, and he's now with you. And he's the whole time oh, don't do that, that's way too exciting, we got to stop you. But you just want to push him, that he overcomes his fears, and that he's a bit normal again in his head. But right now he's just leave me alone.
He's freaking out a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about the sort of the premise here, because there you have this character, the green color spirit.
That's him.
Very trepidatious. Who is the player character?
It's Koru. He's the Last Tinker. He's a kind of monkish looking guy. He's this adventure type. He's very good at crafting stuff. And he has this special talent that he can learn the power of the colors, and with that he can influence people's behavior.
All right, and so learning the power of colors, what does that mean for the player? What kind of things do the power of colors enable you to do?
Yeah, for example, the green color that we will acquire here, or that we already acquired from him, is tied to the emotion fear. So you can make people afraid. For example, if there's an enemy, I can paint him green, and then he runs off. If there's a ledge, he falls down and dies. That's some cool stuff.
So there's some combat, which we'll see
in a
second. But there's also platforming.
Yeah, of course.
There's exploring through the environment, and there's getting totally shredded by that gear a few times, huh, Mo?
Yeah, I think he has some lag on his controller.
Yeah.
No, it's good to see. I mean, we don't want it to be a total cakewalk. But so, adventuring through, doing some platforming, you guys sort of diversifying the gameplay experience in that way between combat and sort of chatting with folks?
Yeah, so we have platforming, combat, and puzzles. We have a lot of puzzles, and we have some really weird stuff. For example, there's a music level in the game. You can even conduct an orchestra with the colors.
Really?
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff, so we really try to have it very diverse and always give the players something very nice and new to experience.
That sounds neat. All right, here we're getting into some combat.
Combat. So red just deals basic damage, but green makes them afraid, so he runs off now. And if he would look at the other way, there's a ledge, he can make them run off.
Oh, and just go ahead and just run right off the ledge?
Yeah, this one fell.
Yep, I saw that.
So if you use the environment in a clever way, you can make combat very easy for you.
It's just sending them running away. I really like that. So, all right, so are the different color attacks mapped to different buttons on the controller?
Yes.
And we're playing with a PlayStation 4. There's a PlayStation 4 game that we're playing on. That's the platform you're playing on currently. Yeah. Are you also targeting release on other platforms?
Actually, we have a Steam version running right now. It's out already.
Oh, it's up already?
Yeah.
Very cool. So people can play The Last Tinker City of Colors on Steam.
Yeah.
And then you're coming to PlayStation 4?
Yes. And we guess to the other consoles as well.
Hey, every other little place helps you guys, right?
Yes.
Now, the enemies were white and colorless, and now you have this sort of undulating blob of colorless area.
Yes.
What does that mean? What's that all about?
That's the thing called the bleakness. It's this white force that sucks out the colors of the world. It even like tries to destroy the world completely. But
Gross. That's rude.
yeah, but the thing is, it's not about then just defeating like the bleak super boss or something. It's more about inspire the people to work together again. So because this power only comes because of the lack of creativity right now in the world.
And so is this one of the people you're trying to help inspire here? This big mushroom guy?
This retarded mushroom guy is the guy that always helps you with the puzzles.
Oh,
so he's
he looks so happy.
Yeah, but he's only happy when you whistle. If you're not whistling, he's just grumpy and hates life. But then
He's got a real range of emotion there.
yeah.
And now he is running like he's terrified.
Yeah, we painted him green, so he tries to run off, but we like hook onto him so we can like run over stuff, run over enemies, destroy obstacles, and cool stuff like this. Or now he's angry, he storms, you could like activate the switch.
And he yells, and honestly, I'm charmed by that guy. I feel like he's really adorable, despite the yelling and the grumpiness.
Yeah.
I kind of want to hang out with him.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, I love him too.
So who are the other characters in the world that you are trying to inspire?
So the city right now is divided into 3 districts. There's the red, the green, and the blue district, and each have its own people. In the green district, they are like kind of turtle, bunny, rabbits kind of guys that are always scared of everything. They're like, oh, they have a security system, and you try to show them that, hey, I don't want to harm you. Like, guys, we have to do something together, something cool. In the blue district, they're like some fat bears. They're like, oh, everything is so bad. And in the red district, they're all about anger, and they like attack you for no reason. But they weren't like that all the time. So
do you ever have your friends try this game out and then they see themselves in it and you guys are kind of making fun of them? You got your angry all the time friend, right?
No, not like that.
All right, so sorry, go ahead.
No, the only thing that made it in the game is like my hair, kind of. With the main
that kind of is your hair.
Yeah.
I mean, you need a bit of a dye job for it, but yeah, it's so cute. I love the color, the sort of the painterly sort of created style. Do you guys work any kind of creation elements into the game that the player sort of has to take on?
Actually, not yet. We plan on doing something like that. But this was more about like emotions and colors. So the like tinkering aspect is going to be in like the next things we're gonna do with the game.
Okay. So you guys have been working on this game for a while. You've put a version of it out on Steam, but you're still working on it, still developing?
Yeah, we're improving it, of course, for the PS4, like from the feedback we have, so PS4 version should be better by launch. But we might actually be thinking about having like a really cool special edition for the PS4.
Yeah?
Maybe it's not on launch, but a bit later, but there will be something cool.
Neat. All right, so this, all right, about to ride a rainbow cannon. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's like a crazy dream space we are right now in. Like sometimes.
Wait, has this whole demo been a dream? Is
No.
this real life? What's going on?
It's real life. It's real life.
Okay,
it's happening.
This is happening right now. Rainbow cannon projectors. When you go to other areas, I mean, this one is green dominated because it's the green color spirits realm. Now you've sort of made your way into a wider area. It's not just about restoring color to the world, like you said. So you're also you're sort of vanquishing this whiteness. You're meeting up with the locals and trying to help them out. What other kind of regions and other kind of spaces do you get to go to?
For example, in the blue district, there's this admiral, and he's like super depressed because he has too less power to fight the bleakness to save his people. So you have to help him and inspire him again to inspire his soldiers then. So that's a thing you do in the.
You've got to motivate the Admiral, and now you've got to pound on the uvula of this giant slugworm.
Yeah. So right now you're using like green in a clever way because they're like those thorns, and you have the enemies running in the thorns.
They're just running on the thorns and
because they're afraid. So that's like actually the first time where you learn the green power here in this realm.
And then that's just the red power attack on that creature over there.
In the stream right now, you don't have the red power.
Oh, okay.
You only have the green one. But for example, the blue power, you stun them, then they would just be there and cry. So.
And you wouldn't have to deal with them. You could handle other enemies while they just stand there and cry.
Yeah, but they will be getting normal after a short
They'll
time.
cheer up eventually and come after you again.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun when you do it with the NPCs. You can just go nuts and play with their feelings. It's fun. Yeah. So they cry, they're afraid, they're like angry.
Super emotionally manipulative.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of cute little characters in this. I kind of am picturing your office just being filled with stuffed animals and little plushies. Is that accurate?
No, but we have like some cardboard trees. Like they're different from those one we actually have in our office. So I'm kind of working in a forest.
Yeah, there you go.
Good
inspiration for the green levels, especially.
Yeah.
All right, you're back on that terrified mushroom man and just smashing through everything here.
No, that's a very cool segment. It's kind of like a highway where you just run over stuff. So there will be some enemies. You have to avoid those.
And you got these like fans cheering in these cardboard fans cheering in this dreamscape. I imagine you mentioned before one of the other sort of creative, outlandish situations you get into is conducting an orchestra with color. You guys, obviously, The Last Tinker is a very creative endeavor, but you really sort of leaned into it with these dreamscapes, it seems.
The dreamscapes, they appear like 3 times in the game, so it's not like
not everywhere, not a whole bunch. Okay.
No, because like usually we don't show them that much. Just we want to show them for you guys.
Well, we appreciate it. I mean, this is a cool thing to discover and get to see and get a taste for the kind of jubilant aesthetic of The Last Tinker and the kind of puzzles and stuff you get involved with. I just wish I could see this guy's face hollering in terror. The whole time.
I can't move the camera there, so
that's fine. I can picture it in my mind, and it's delightful.
But when there's like enemies around him, he's afraid anyways. So if you go like, I think if you go off him and just stand there, he should be afraid. Yeah.
Oh God.
That's how he looks.
Oh, that poor guy. Oh man. That's so expressive. I love it. Yeah. So. The Last Tinker, a single-player adventure mostly, and about how long do you think it would take a player to complete it?
It's like an average of 8 hours. So, and we really try to have no like grinding in it. It's like not a hardcore game. It's more like enjoy, get something new to experience all the time. So.
Do you guys have any particular inspirations going into this? I mean, you mentioned the artists, those colorful European artists. In terms of the story that you wanted to tell, though, what sort of got you going down this path?
It's a bit inspired by the Neverending Story.
Yeah.
So about like the lack of creativity and lack of people working together. So that's a thing. And there's like a topic of racism also going up, like dividing a city into different colored districts where other colors are not allowed. But it's like not in your face, but it's...
Yeah, it's just one of the sort of undercurrents of the game as well.
And
Very
now
cool.
we have like slow motion going on here, which is another cool ability you will learn.
Slow motion? Wait, is that an ability or is that just the way that it's sort of panned out during the cutscene?
No, you will learn that ability to slow down time.
Oh, that sounds good. All right, so tagging each individual one with green.
Yeah.
We're going to watch them like all get massively terrified.
Gonna go crazy in a second. Yeah, now they just run all off.
And what are these little color balls that are coming your way?
And those are the color crystals. It's kind of the currency in the game.
Okay.
And you can like upgrade your combat moves. You can buy some extra health, stuff like this.
Can you get a different color scarf? Or a new hat?
No, actually not. There's not like that much of customization. You get some gear during the game, but
Oh, hey, it's the little red guy, the anger color spirit.
yes, exactly.
Nice. So he's you're about to escape the dreamscape
Yeah,
and
exactly.
head on back into the world.
Yes. Now we're gonna go back to the green district, which looks like very awesome. Like this, the first part we showed was like the windmill. That's kind of a desolated island, and this is more like a vivid island where people are living. So that looks cooler, I think. So.
Oh, all right. So this was not sort of the area you were exploring before. This is back in the city proper.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's take a quick look around the city,
Yeah.
and then we'll sort of wrap things up with the last Tinker here. But is there anything else we sort of haven't talked about or explored here in the game that you guys find fun that you want to talk about? Like, did these color spirits just kind of follow you around? Are they invested in your efforts, or you're taking charge and you're like helping them out because they can't help themselves?
No, actually, they are helping you. So in the beginning, the red color spirit is actually calling you. He's the only guy that kind of knows what's going on in this world. And then you have to find the other color spirits. And the cool thing is they grant you their powers by going inside your body, so they're the whole time with you. So that's why they can like command on stuff.
So
the
they
whole
can
time.
pop out
Yeah,
and
they're
tell you
like,
some
blah, blah,
stuff.
blah, and they're like, go for it. Like, no, don't do it. And for example, there's a father who's missing his son, and there's like a mini quest to earn their trust right now. So you have to find his son, that they will open a gate for you. And
Is that Ram the blue color spirit?
What? No.
So there were
He's not-
three characters there.
Yes.
There was the dad, there was the green color spirit, and then there was like a little ram.
Ah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tab. Oh, actually, we didn't talk about him yet. That's a pity. So he's Tab. He's your best friend. He's the whole time with you, also, and he kind of does the talking for you. And the cool thing is, he also can help you by showing you the way where you have to go. So can you call Tab?
Yeah, I can.
So he's
Oh.
always like flying where you kind of next mission objective.
Nice little
is.
confetti trail, and
Yeah.
he just rockets right out.
Yeah. Like he can go through anywhere.
Tell me this mushroom guy's name again.
He is Bomber.
Bonger? Oh, it's not. That's a different dude. Than the-
Bomber, yeah, but you can change his physique, so you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so
yeah.
there's like a weird plan that can make him big or small. So he's Bomber or Biggs.
That dude is my favorite by far.
Yeah, I love him too. He's also my favorite.
He is so charming.
Yeah.
This whole game just kind of exudes this charm and this delight. Are you sort of, hoping that people of all ages will enjoy this game?
Yes.
Is it sort of calibrated difficulty-wise to be very accessible?
No, I think it is. We tried to have it like fairly accessible.
Yeah.
So it's more like some like really hardcore players might find it too easy, but I think if they just want to enjoy it, then they will enjoy it for sure, because it's
Yeah.
not about like mastering the last Tinker, it's like enjoy the last Tinker.
Absolutely. And even if you've got a mean frown on your face like that little fella.
Yeah.
So the last Tinker, City of Colors, again, it's available now on Steam.
Yes.
And you guys are also releasing it for the PlayStation 4. And
Later this summer, so
later
pretty
this
soon.
summertime?
Yeah.
All right, and then maybe news on other platforms to come. Is there a website or something that people can get information about it at?
Yeah, there's our website. It's mimi-productions.com.
All right.
So there you can hear everything about us, and we're also on Facebook. So.
Very cool. Well, Dominic, Mo, thank you guys so much for coming on and showing this really charming, colorful, delightful game to wrap up our stage demos here at E3. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.